Let's talk about plenary authority. Plenary authority means very broad power within a specific lane. Courts sometimes call it plenary power, but this is a big but. No power is literally unlimited. Sorry, Trump. The Constitution, statutes, and courts still set guardrails. Here's where you'll hear it. Congress and immigration. Historically, the Supreme Court gave Congress extremely wide latitude on immigration. The plenary power doctrine. That didn't erase constitutional limits, but it did make challenges harder. You'll also hear it in tribal or Indian affairs and territories. You'll see plenary language there. Again, not limitless in practice. And you'll also see it for the state's police powers. States have broad power to protect health, safety, and welfare, subject to constitutional rights. The common misuse, politicians say plenary like it's a magic word for unchecked executive power. It isn't. Presidents do not have plenary authority. Any claim to deploy troops or rewrite rules still has to fit inside of actual laws, like the Insurrection Act and the Constitution, and can be reviewed by the courts. A recent example of its limits, in 2023, the Supreme Court rejected the idea that state legislators have unchecked plenary control over federal election rules. State courts can review them under state constitutions. Translation: checks and balances still apply. Here's the bottom line. Plenary is big power, narrow lane, still bounded. In a democracy, nobody gets a blank check. Nobody, Trump. If somebody waives plenary authority to shut down a debate, ask 2 questions. Which lane and which limits? Then look up the statute and the court cases. That's how we keep power honest. Hang in there. There's more coming.